how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Planet Zoo, shall we? Alright, well, my good buddy Nurse Incompetent, who's been helping me along here, has given me some amazing advice, and this might transform everything I know about zoo making and dealing with stressed animals. So Jabari here is stressed. He also says the habitat is not clean, and I don't know if that's because of the water. No, the water is clean. It's just this habitat has a lot of waste, animal waste in it, because it's a huge habitat filled with a lot of animals. So we'll deal with the cleanliness issue in a moment. I think I'll just hire more staff to do with that. But the issue I want to look at right now is how to help these stressed animals. And I think if this super hack works, I am going to be absolutely ecstatic that I can do something about this. And I will build even more of them. Okay, so first I need to find out where these go. Are they guest facilities? Sign. No. All. Let's see. This is what I want. I want do not feed and do not disturb signs. Okay, all over the place. The do not disturb sign should theoretically make it so that people do not stress out the animals in some way. I don't know how effective it works, and I don't know if it's going to help an animal way over there. But I'm going to start putting these out so that these shy animals can have a chance. Additionally, I need to put do not feed signs for these over the habitat walkways that I so love, because people will throw their food in there. And they won't do that all the time. I have trash cans and things, but from what I read, people, if you ever see an animal where it's like poor quality, their last meal was of poor quality, but you have them eating good meals, it's probably because they ate somebody's food that they threw over the railing. So we want to prevent that. So, yeah, if you look at all these ridiculous ostrich babies, look at these ostrich babies, by the way. They are amazing looking. This is hilarious. So this is Rashidi, common ostrich, and this is why this habitat is dirty. It's because we've got a ton of animals in here. We've got baby black wildebeests. We've got, you know, ostriches all over, and then we also have African buffaloes. So when I look at this habitat, it is, let's go to zoo, and let's go to our staff work zone. Okay, and then let's just look at what this zone would be called. And I think was I calling this consumer prison? Yes. So this giant habitat is a part of consumer prison, but I don't think that I have enough keepers working over here. So for example, if I go into zoo and I go into staff and I say, you know, keepers, right? How many do I have in consumer prison? 1, 2. Oh, this says what? No staff room perk. There's only, looks like, 2 keepers over here, and they have no staff room perk. I don't even know if I have a staff room in this area. This is a staff room. Let me check on this, actually. But I don't want to check on the shell. I want to check inside. Here we go. So this perk, oh, it has healthcare. So those, oh, but they go into the keeper hut. Maybe I don't have a keeper hut. Oh, this is a keeper hut. Okay, what's going on here? Inefficient. What, because nobody's in here? I mean, it serves the buffalo base. and it serves the rhino realm. But it says inefficient because it's got capacity, but no one uses it. That's interesting. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately hire 2 new keepers and just drop them in here. I'm going to go zoo, and I'm going to just hire keepers and be like, 1. Oh, you can't drop them inside the habitat, eh? You got to drop them outside? Okay, fine. Right by the gate. 1 and 2. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom of the staff page, or no, work zones, I'm sorry, down to the bottom, and both of these we're going to put into consumer prison, and I'm going to unpause it, and hopefully they'll get to work. One of them is going to work, and this one is like, what are you up to? They're going to go inspect the rhino realm. So this might be time to say, you know what? I really want you... Like, they're going over here to do the rhino realm. There's only 2 places in this facility. Let me check the frequency that the staff come here. Every month for mechanics, vets, and keepers. So hopefully the cleanliness issue... it's already been handled, actually. There was a keeper in here, and it's been handled. So we just got caught at a bad time. Well, there's not enough food enrichment, okay, for the ostriches. So let's go to habitat, enrichment, food enrichment, and let's go to, species, common ostrich. And it looks like they like slow feeders. 1. And we can put these all over the place. 2. Let's put them kind of like by where people would be so they can see them. Alright. That's enough enrichment. And then they're getting an interspecies bonus. Okay, good. Now, let's go back to what we were doing before, which is facilities. And we were going to start building these do not disturb signs. Okay. Man, people love this. Look how many people are up here. I mean, this walkway is about to collapse. Okay. I'm going to put one, you know... Try to put it over here, but there's people everywhere. Little awkward. Right. Okay. Not the best place to put it. Let me get it down here. And let's see. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's really difficult to snap it. Okay, good. That's good enough. I'm going to snap it, and I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to rotate it like this. Now, I think that it has a sphere of influence if I look at this. Or maybe not a sphere of influence, but on the heat map, is there something that this does to show up? No. Security and crime, that's right. So in the security and crime section, you can see how big of an area this affects. And thankfully, it's humongous. So I'm going to duplicate these, and I'm just going to build these everywhere that I can to try and mitigate the noise. Now, some of the, like, there's overlap on... I just only want to see... do not disturb signs. Yeah, I was going to say, I was seeing the security guard. I don't really want to see that right now. I'm going to build these in pretty high density right here because this is a big area. Now, I'm going to... I should have rotated the previous one, but it's fine. Just for appearance sake, I'm going to have it rotated in the right way. And then we'll just slide one over here. And over here. Great. Now these are do not disturb. So all along this path, I have do not disturb. And actually, let me build another one. Do not disturb. Click on it. There we go. I want to build one here. And I am just very, very adamant that I want to keep these animals happy. And I want to do this experiment. And if this works, every habitat where I have animals that I'm worried about, I'm going to build these and just be thrilled. This would be, you know, for the Springboks, these animals that are just constantly shy. And I know that it's my fault for building the habitat walkway over top and things like that, but, you know, they can't get a good view if you don't. Okay. I did read some things about what, you know, they are ugly, right? These signs, like, they don't look great, but I don't mind it too much. I think it adds some variety and flavor to, you know, just have different features. But what some people do is you can bury them if you want and still get the effect and just conceal them. And that's something that, you know, I could consider at some point. But for now, I'm going to do this. And then I'm also going to throw in some do not feed signs. And I'm just going to put these up here. I'm going to say do not feed. And I'm not as worried about these. I can spread these out pretty big. This is not necessarily an issue, but I also just don't want it to become a problem. So I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to slide it back. And then I'm going to just build one, you know, over here. We'll overlap a good bit. And again, I'm just pushing X to do all of these advanced rotation work. And then when you're in this screen and you push X, and after you've placed it, you can just kind of like place another one. And so it's really actually a pretty speedy way to get around doing this again and again to just kind of hammer things home. And let's see, I need another one over here. Do not feed these animals, please. They get very high quality food. Trust me, it's been well researched and documented. Please don't feed them. Okay, and then we will zoom out. I'm going to slide one way over here and go back here. And not surprisingly, these signs are ending up like right next to each other, and that's okay with me. Again, if I get really upset with it, I can just tweak it later. But I'm okay with this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpause it. And I'm just going to see if this helps out some of these stressed out animals in any way. So this animal here, this baby, well, it's not letting me click on it here. Escape. There we go. This baby animal, look, it's becoming less stressed. I think it's working. I think this is working. I think this might be working. Yeah, still stressed, trying to hide. Now, oh, we got an animal die. Was it a dog? Oh, a ring-tailed lemur. That's sad. Alright, we'll call the vet. Okay. Now, I'm going to get back to where I was. And let me just drop down in this habitat. Facility broken down. What did I lose? An ATM? Alright, get it out there. Go fix that. Okay. How are the zebras doing, by the way? They are doing amazing. How are you camels doing? There's a lot of you. It's getting a little crowded, isn't it? In the old... This was one of the earliest habitats I built. God, was this... This might have actually been... My memory is all scattered, but... Was this my first habitat in this zoo? It really might have been. I might have just started out with camels. Anyway, let me get back in here. And they're having some space problems. because there's too many. So let me just click on this habitat, the camel corral, and we're going to just go ahead and toss out. We have a lot of males. Dumbledore is still here. Let's just go ahead, Taban and you, Time Morcon. I'm going to... Excuse me. Release them to the wild. And, oh, this is an alpha male? Taban is? That is okay with me. We're going to get 183 points, which is great. What, there's no food in here? Well, there's plenty of keepers, so they should be feeding at the moment. And then let me go in here and let me unpause it. And then go back and look at this. And now the space issues are all solved. Everyone's happy. And we got a bunch of conservation points. So this is just kind of some of the thing that you need to do once you get a really, really big zoo, is just go back and check on all your habitats and see how everyone's doing. There's not enough space for the elephants right now because we have a ton of elephants. And some of our babies might have grown up, and it's time to get rid of an elephant, perhaps. That's a consideration. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying it's a thing. Okay. When I look at you, and I look at Boss Nass, and I look at your terrain, you don't have enough land area, but you have plenty of swimming area. So I could make your swimming area a little bit smaller, and that would increase your land capacity. I can't do much to increase the size of their habitat unless I wanted to, demolish the wild dog exhibit, for example, which I don't really. This habitat up here, this keeper hut looks awesome. This little, like, extended garden feature is fantastic. Okay. But anyway, if I look in this habitat and I look at animals, okay, we have a bunch of elephants, and maybe, Jar Jar is getting further along on his life cycle, but maybe we like take Obi-Wan and send him out. Let me look at elephants and see what their what they prefer in terms of their size of the group. 1 male and 14 females. So they really like to just have only about 3. And so I think we can just go ahead and, push out some of the children that have grown up in the elephant encampment. So, for example, Boss Nass, maybe Boss Nass goes. We get a bunch of conservation points, and I'll unpause it, and I'll see what this does in terms of their happiness. Yeah, that was it. That's all it took to make the space not as big of an issue. It's going to be an issue probably for me for the whole game because I underestimated how much space elephants need. They needed a lot. This facility is broken. Yes, we understand it. Okay, the ostrich is stressed. So let's see. Where are you? You're right here. Now, even though I've put all these signs, I think the adventure ride coming through, these people might be loud. And so I'm going to not have a perfect situation here at all because I demanded to put, the adventure park ride. I don't know if I can put signs up along the way of the adventure park ride to have people be quiet and if that would actually do anything. I can't speak to that. Let me try it. Let me just pretend. You know what I mean? I'm going to go to the heat map, and I'm going to go to do not disturb signs. Oh, and then let me pause it. We got a Bengal tiger problem. Now, even, like, yeah, I'll put it, like, right here. But even these signs, their area of influence overlaps enough that a lot of this should be... I'm just going to put it everywhere. I'm going to tell, like, people on the ride. I know you're on your ride, but you got to keep it down. All right, that way, maybe people will keep it down. I don't know. Now, it looks like... oh, we got a reward. Okay, and let's go over here to the Bengal bin. And let's just see what's going on. Looks like we had somebody mature. Okay. So Lance is elderly. And Lance, if you're watching, Lance, you've had a great run here in the zoo. You're elderly. We're going to release you to the wild and let you roam free for your remaining years. And then that will take care of the anger. Now this Bengal tiger and this one, I don't think that... I'll unpause it. The social group settings... Oh, it's still... There's still too many adults. Okay, so then what we need to do in the Bengal bin is go to animals and we'll take out this female here. And then let me just go in here and unpause it, and everything is full now. Now, these might not be able to breed. It might be inbreeding, so if that happens, we'll have to kick one out and recruit, adopt a new tiger, basically. But we'll get to that point when it happens. Okay, so we've been doing a lot of upkeep. I mean, when you get a zoo this big, you're just going to have upkeep. And the signs aren't necessarily working, but I have some ideas. What if, I built some screening from the nature ride, just a little bit. Just some more places for the animals to hide. I don't know if this will work, right? Oh, it completely worked. The animal's fine now. Alright, nutrition, last meal quality, okay. We might be understanding this a little bit better. Let me go ahead and go to animals. And then the buffaloes have grade 3. The wildebeests have grade 2. And the ostriches can now have grade 3. Perfect. Dangerous animal has escaped. Let me pause it and look at this. What do you mean? Oh, the gray seal has escaped. No, I don't think it has. Did it just jump out of the water and they're saying it escaped? Or did it... It didn't jump over the wall of the habitat, did it? Where is it? Oh, no, it did. How did it get here? Did it jump out of the water? Okay, if this seal jumped out of the water over this wall, I am impressed. Right? I don't know how that happened. A gray seal, run for your life. Her energy is low. Let's give you some more benches, I guess. Let's give you some more places to sit down. Okay, and then put that over here. Alright, there we go. I'm going to have to raise the habitat. That's funny. I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, I'm going to have to go in here, and I'm going to have to edit the barrier, and then you click on the circle with the dot to select the entire barrier, and I'm just going to raise everything up. Just a little bit. Maybe even more than that. As much as it can. Okay, good. Now, I'm hoping that animals can't escape anymore from this habitat. That was really funny, though. Unpause. People are running in terror from a gray seal. I mean, are seals even dangerous? I guess maybe if you got, you got it agitated. But anyway, okay. Good research, doing good. Everybody's on something, right? Fantastic. Oh, it's up here? Now this is confusing me. Did it jump out of the water and get up here? There's an error in the game if the seal is able to get up here. I don't even, this has never happened before. I don't even understand how to explain what they're talking about. Senora Stripes is about to inbreed. That's an issue. Let me go out of this. And Senora Stripes is old. She's too old to actually release to the wild. So I'm going to have to just say go to the trade facility and unpause it. Okay. Okay. Now, boy, there's so much to do at the zoo. I'm going to pause it just so no other things pop up because one of the main things I wanted to do was get back to my flamingo work. Now, look at all these amazing flamingos that we've got. Here's their water. Okay, they're chilling. We've got a ton of keepers over here keeping this facility clean. Is this water clean? It's only mildly clean. I'm going to need to have a water cleaning device. So let's go to facilities. No, I'm sorry, habitat. And we're going to need all... no, not common ostrich. And... maybe it's... oh, you know what? Maybe it's not in this. Maybe it's in facilities, and it's water. Here it is. Water. I don't know if I need temperature regulator. I might. They are flamingos after all, but I have to build this so that this water is cared for. And we want to do so in a way where we double down and we don't upset people too much with its presence. So that, for example, this is a path that people can walk on. So we have to really, really consider the negative impact on guests with this. I think it just has to touch it, right? So let me think about this. If I built it like right, I'm going to do an experiment because this is something else I read about. So the area of influence that is upsetting people around this, it is a sphere. So if I raise this up, you'll see the circle start to shrink. Okay? Meaning like, it's not upsetting people, which is good. But then if I check out, this is a circle. It's not a sphere. So even though this is high up, it's still working on the water, right? So I can build this like way up high. Okay? Does this get power? No. So we'll have to build another power facility. Okay. We're not going to leave group edit mode. I'm just going to duplicate this. And I'm going to put it like right below this. Well, let me look at the power actually. Yeah, let's try to stagger this out. Let's be a little bit more intelligent about this. Build it like right there. And then I'm also going to go into facilities and build a water temperature regulator, just anticipating that the flamingos might want warmer water so that we can deal with that. And we're going to build it right next to, I'm going to exit group edit mode, and I'm going to just raise this up right next to this. So we're going to have these two like high up facilities that upset people, but we're going to put them so high up that their negative impact on guests is reduced. you know. So I'll do this. And then that should work. Okay, I'm going to build that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to path. And I'm going to go to staff path. And we can build this. Okay, and then path and staff path. And now we've connected them. Okay, that's correct. And then path. And we're just going to immediately start building this down. Here, I'm going to shrink this up. And then down. Not quite what I had in mind, but this will do. And let me see. Let's see how this is working. I mean, this gets the path to the ground, but then we have an issue here. Let me get around this. No, okay. Let me unbuild this and then just have this loop around. Perfect. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's something. Okay, I'm going to exit the heat map. And now you can see that I've built these, like, floating facilities up here to take care of this water. I'm just going to actually move this. And I'm going to exit the group edit. I'm going to put it, like, here so that it is on the path. It just kind of connects along the staff path right here. And then now we have power. So this is my little experiment. Now, what I can do is really decorate this with a lot of nature and trees and things to conceal this little tower. But now, eventually, I can turn this bottom part into a pedestrian pathway, and these will not bother anyone. And they can go right under here. I can build things and not have to worry about that. Well, Senora Stripe should be out of the zoo. Has this been taken care of yet? Move back to your habitat. Okay. And this animal is stressed. Alright, I'm just going to build some more screening places for some of these ostriches and see if that helps too. It's going to be a work in progress. Okay. So now we've got the water clean for our flamingos who are just magisterially swimming and looking great. And the next thing I want to do is do the animal trading. And what we want is to reset the turtles, or reset the filters, because we want turtles. And I want, like, Galapagos giant tortoise, okay? So this is Galapagos. This is, you know, Charles Darwin's primary island where he was studying things. All right, we'll take one male, or his most famous island, perhaps. This female is fine. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to look at the Zoopedia on the giant tortoise. And they can have 3 females and 1 male. So let's go back to animal trading. And we want giant tortoise, and we're looking for another female. You know, I wish that they weren't cash so that I could guarantee that the offspring would produce conservation credits, but it's not the end of the world. And then, once we get that going, our job is to go to our animal trading and then go to animal storage. And I want to move in all of these guys and girls into the Flamingo fantasy here. And now they're getting moved. Okay, I'm going to unpause it. Now this looks awesome. This is less than ideal, this little bridge that I've built. It's not great at all. And you know what I should do? Let me just go to path and delete path here, here. And what I definitely should be doing is just saying, hey, you know what? Let's just build a path. And we're going to build, you know, this, not delete path, the same kind of path. But let's just have this, we need it to be wide, like the path that we've got. And so I will broaden it. No, broaden it out. Same size, yep. And I don't want to connect it. I'm going to actually delete this lower path. Alright, there. And then I'm going to go to path again, and I'm going to say, I want this path to kind of come over, and so that the bridge looks a little bit smoother. And then now we have a staircase. This looks more natural and intentional than before. We got African buffalo research rolling. Beautiful. And this ostrich is still stressed, but not too bad. Where are you now? Okay. You know what? People on the ride might not like this, but God, I gotta just give some of these animals a chance. Okay. The new animals have arrived at the zoo. Let's go check it out. Here they are. Yes, giant tortoise. Let me pause it. Excuse me. And let's look at these awesome dudes and ladies. Okay, so the welfare. What do they think? They got terrain problems. Okay, environment. The coverage is okay. The terrain, they want more sand. Okay, sure. Terrain, sand, and we'll just give you some right over here. Hopefully the flamingos don't mind this. Let me get this kind of going over here. Alright. Now they should be happy. Flamingos, how about you? They need more rock, though. And that's fine. Got it. Okay. Oh, but they want more soil. Alright, well. There you go. Okay, so now, the meal quality is bad. I get that, flamingos. Do I have good meal for you yet? No. Alright, so their only complaint is meal quality? That's pretty good. Oh, but they don't have enrichment. Okay, now we got to build enrichment for them. Habitat. Filters. Species. Flamingo. Greater flamingo, and then we're going to go to enrichment, and we're going to go to food enrichment. Oh, I don't have any. I don't know anything about it. I already have sprinklers, so the turtles are happy with that. Let me unpause it and see what's going down now. Okay, so we'll fix that when we can. Turtles, what do you think? They're all together like, what is happening? We are slow. Okay. They had a bad last meal, and I don't have enough enrichment. Oh, you know what we need to do? I need to pause it. Oh, Nurse Incompetent just had offspring. Oh my gosh, the Nile monitors need to be checked. I need to go into zoo, and I need to go into vet research, and we have to take somebody off of something that is fully researched, but that is a strong... Let's see if I have anybody who's a 5-star vet who's doing, like, advanced research. Yeah, so Jacqueline's doing advanced research on the gharial, and so let's take her and let's get some research on the giant tortoise. Perfect. That looks just tremendous. And then while I'm in here, let me go back to zoo and go into staff, and then let me just click on everyone and just let's keep educating our staff. Like, these people are not at the max level. Do this. Fantastic. Well, everyone, we did a bunch today. We built these sky-high regulators to see how that works. Fixed this bridge. Put turtles in, or tortoises in. We worked on the shyness. We sent a bunch of animals out of the zoo. And things are, I think, shaping up really, really nicely as we develop this other portion of the zoo. I still can't get enough people over here, and I would like to work on enticing guests to make a trek across this bridge, and that's going to be our next operation as we add even more animals to this habitat extension and this walkthrough habitat. I don't even know if I've had a guest come in here yet, but one day, right? Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an excellent evening or day. Take care, everybody.